Hello YouTube, Rational Egoist 90 here. Today I want to talk about agnosticism. There are a lot of atheists here on YouTube and a lot of videos critiquing various religions, sometimes theism in general, but nowhere have I actually found a video regarding agnosticism. Being that I know a great deal of agnostics, both in real life and on the internet, coupled with the fact that I find agnosticism to be rather errant in its belief, I thought I should make a video regarding this, since there doesn't appear to be any. The first and foremost error of agnosticism is that its own central premise inherently contradicts itself in a big way. Agnostics claim that not that a deity, and by deity I mean any mystical concept, gods, life forces, spiritual forces, etc. So whenever I refer to God throughout this, that's what I'm talking about, is sort of that overarching umbrella term. But anyway, agnostics claim that such deities' existence is not unknown, but unknowable. That's the explicit definition of agnosticism. And this axiom contradicts itself because at the same time as purporting to be unassuming by refusing to take an absolute position on the question of God, it takes an absolute position itself that you can't have an absolute position. It's like those bumper stickers that say, all generalizations are false. Only agnostics are actually trying to be serious about it. They say it's impossible to know the answer to the God question. Well, then, if you're so non-presumptuous, how can you presume to know that it's impossible? Impossible is an awfully strong word. Now, I can understand the basic idea of agnosticism to the point of saying it's unlikely to have a position of certainty about the God question. However, a position of certainty isn't necessary to accept a belief. If agnostics applied that principle universally to their lives, that you can't believe something unless you're certain about it, they would have positions on nothing. Pretty much, almost nothing. Maybe a few things, but it would make life pretty much impossible for them to live if they had to be certain. It's not unacceptable to accept a position based on the preponderance of evidence, as long as you keep in mind its possibility of being incorrect. The same is true with the God question. I find it rather unlikely that most agnostics would feel, 50-50 split between the existence and non-existence of deities if they examined the arguments. They would likely feel led in one direction or the other. And it's perfectly acceptable to accept an imperfect position. Just you got to keep in mind its fallibility, but the preponderance of the evidence is relevant. Agnostics also make the same mistake as religious apologists in assuming that positive and negative propositions have equal standing. That's why they claim to be neutral. It's because, according to themselves, they've not taken a position in an equal debate. Therefore, they're in the middle or whatever. And like I explained in my previous video, there's no such thing as not having a belief, and it is logical that one should assume the negative until proving the positive. Negative propositions, like I said, are like the default position. Think of it as the belief you would have automatically if you'd never considered the question in your life. Well, positive propositions are literally infinite in number, so presuming a positive and trying to prove a negative is, quite frankly, a huge fallacy. Well, that's all for now. I hope to make new videos in the future. Please rate, comment, subscribe, or whatever you fancy. If any agnostics out there